Hey Dino Dudes, what's up? It's me, the Meteoraptor, and I am back with yet another movie review. Tonight, guys, I'm taking a look at a 2016 action sci-fi movie. That movie is Star Trek Beyond. So when I heard there was going to be a third Star Trek movie in this whole reboot trilogy so far, consisting of Star Trek Into Darkness, and now Star Trek Beyond, I got pretty excited. Star Trek was a really solid movie. Star Trek Beyond was amazing. So, Star Trek Into Darkness was amazing. But Star Trek Beyond, they had a lot to try and live up to. And it wasn't like it came only a year later. It came almost 3 years after Star Trek Into Darkness, if memory serves. So, yeah, with all this time and everything they've been putting into it, do you think they made a good movie? Meh. Not gonna lie, Star Trek Beyond is by far the weakest of these three Star Trek movies. It's good, per se, but it's not like you have to see it good. If anything, I walked out of the theater being like, okay, yeah, that was a movie, had some cool parts. But I didn't remember a whole lot about it. Now, I remember enough to make a review, which is, what I'm doing right now. Like, just look up there. It's just Star Trek Beyond review. It's not so forgettable that after walking out, I'm like, what did I just watch? It's like, yeah, I remember that, but it's not something that's going to stay with me forever. And that's why I'm making this review now, because pretty soon I'm going to probably forget about it until my friend pirates it and we watch it again, because really, the only thing he knows how to do nowadays is pirate things, because he's too cheap and lazy to buy stuff. And he thinks it's not stealing, even though it totally is. But I'm not here to talk about that. But he's a terrible person for that reason. So the writing is pretty forgettable. That's the best way to put it. We have not really an interesting villain with a not so strong plan, and not exactly the greatest motivation for hating the Federation. This whole movie, it's just bland. The characters are bland, our villain is bland, our villain's plan is bland, the character chemistry seems to have died a whole lot, the really gratuitous love story they forced in is even blander than before. The good thing about it, it's just not that good, and I want to get the negatives out of the way first, because I'm trying to keep this review short. So like I've said, our villain, I don't remember his name, I don't remember any of our new characters' names, I don't remember really why this guy hated the Federation, I don't remember what his plan was. All I remember was he was gonna use some sort of virus and infect the air supply, and then from there, kind of poison the entire city and kill everyone. Like, okay, sure, that's it. That's the best way to put it. I don't remember anything about it. And the characters, they all had personality, and they all had a pretty good characteristics about them in the past few movies. Now, the only two who really kept them are Scotty, Bones, and Spock. So that's 3, not 2, my mistake. But really, those 3 are the only 3 characters who really seem to keep continuing to be the characters that they were in the previous 2 movies. And all our new characters, I couldn't tell you anything about them. I don't remember a single thing about any of them. Now, there were some good things about this movie. And the weird thing is, the good things about this movie isn't really the movie itself, but the tribute it pays to Leonard Nimoy. There is a really nice send-off at the very end of this movie. I'm not going to spoil it. It's a very touching scene where Spock... I'm not going to spoil it. It's a touching scene, and it's a beautiful send-off to an amazing man who... It's quite sad that we lost him, and there's never going to be another man like him. And maybe we can all hope he can live long and prosper. Anyhow, acting? The cast, they're okay, Zachary Quinto, Simon Pegg is the best actor out of all of them, but then again, he's Simon flippin' Pegg, and that dude is hilarious in everything he does. And other than that, really, I don't remember anything else. The only thing which really did stand out in this movie to me was the CG, with the special effects. The city where they're in looks amazing, and at one point they find a really old Federation starship. It looks so cool. And all of the sets and everything, they look... Like, I'm pretty sure that the old starship they find, like, the entire inside looks like it was literally ripped right out of the original set of Star Trek. It looks really good. The makeup looks beautiful, the CG is great, but then again, when it's this big a budget and it's a Star Trek movie, I'm expecting that to be it. And there weren't really any lens flares that I recognized, so yeah, good for that. But everything else, I don't really remember. You know, camera work, I remember being fine. Editing, fine. Pacing, fine. Music, don't remember it. So when it comes down to it, can I recommend Star Trek Beyond? Kinda. I'm giving it 2 raptor claws out of 4. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie. It's very much a forgettable movie. Now, if you enjoyed the previous 2, yeah, check it out. I probably will get it on Blu-ray at some point, because, you know, trilogies, and I like having a collection of movies instead of just the first 2. And it's not the worst Star Trek movie I've ever seen, but it's certainly not the best. So, yeah, if you're a fan of the Star Trek series like me, you're probably going to want to give it a watch at some point just because of Star Trek. But hey, until next time, this is the Meteoraptor saying keep cool, and I will see you guys around. Later.